right, guys, welcome to another Lgnd overview. This time we have Lgnd 37 behind me, and it's a little bit different than what you guys are used to with Lgnd. So Lgnd has been around, let me start by saying, Lgnd has been around since 2019. February of 2019 was our very first giveaway ever. Lgnd 1 launched on February 11th, 2019. And it was a 3.5 month long giveaway. And then we kind of started getting shorter and shorter as time went on and doing more expensive, newer trucks. And then we started doing only brand new trucks every single month. At one point we were throwing in some older trucks because they had straight pipes. But the truth is here, diesel trucks, you can't even put a straight pipe on them anymore. When we first started in 2019, that was like the last year that was allowed. It wasn't even allowed then, but it wasn't as important to not do it because you weren't gonna get thrown in jail. But now if you go and throw a straight pipe on a diesel truck and you tune it and make it roll black coal, which is what everybody loved diesel trucks or pickup trucks for, you get thrown in jail. So we don't do it. We haven't done it for a while now. And it's, you know, they're boring to shoot videos of. They look really, really cool, and there's still a very big market for them. But at the same time, I, myself, and my whole entire team, I think, have a big love, a big heart for cars. So I always have really cool cars now, and the trucks is kind of how we started. But at the same time, the cars you can't ignore them. Everybody loves them. And although we have a very big truck following, we also have a lot of those people that like the trucks also like cars. So why wouldn't we do cars? There's really no reason not to. And that car right behind me is my personal car that I've had for the past 1.5 years. I bought it 1.5 years ago. It's a 2022, and I have loved it for the past 1.5 years. But now that we want to dabble with car giveaways, why don't we give away my personal car? So it's a 2022 Porsche 992 GT3, and the thing is quite clearly not stock, although I shouldn't say quite clearly because some people do get it confused for spec, factory spec, because it's so clean that it almost looks factory. We didn't do any body kit components. There's nothing that's not factory on the car. It's just paint match with wheels. That's really all it is at the end of the day. So we're gonna go over this thing in detail, and you guys are gonna learn about the car. But just wanted to inform you that we will be doing car giveaways. So if you're a truck guy, no, we're not stopping trucks. That's our bread and butter, of course. But we are going to start doing cars. And we're gonna show the people, show you guys how cars should be done. But on top of that, we're gonna do trucks as well. So it'll be pretty much truck, car, back and forth. Every once in a while, you'll see 2 trucks and then a car, or 2 cars and then a truck. Just know that if you like trucks, no, we're not done. We are far from done. Okay, so we have a truck coming after this one, but for the time being, guys, enjoy it while it lasts because it is 20 days long from start to finish. This thing is the shortest giveaway at this value that we've ever done. So first of all, it's the highest value giveaway we've ever done. It's a $300,000 car. Well, it's a $205,000 MSRP on the car. Market value currently is $250,000 on that car. I paid $305,000, $100,000 over markup or over MSRP because when I bought it, it was brand new and they were barely delivering to dealerships. So obviously demand was high. There wasn't much inventory, so prices were up. The market's a little bit down now, so it's at $250,000, but it's always gonna be a desirable car. This car in 10 years will be worth who knows what, but it's gonna be more than factory price. So very desirable car if you're not familiar with Porsche. If you have never driven a Porsche, it is the most fun car to drive. Maybe not in a straight line because it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it is fun in the straight line also because it sounds amazing. So whether you're a Porsche guy or not, guys, this thing is gorgeous. We're gonna go over it, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more about the giveaway, and then at the end of the video, you guys can go ahead and learn more on the website if you want. Go to our social media. If you don't know about us, this is the first time you're seeing me and the company, you can learn a lot about us just by a few clicks online. So let's go over in detail about Lgnd 37. Where do we start? Let's start with the stock car, almost as if it's brand new and we just took it back to the shop. Okay, it got full PPF, whole entire car, gloss PPF on all of the white. And then on all of the carbon, it got satin PPF. I wanted the satin because it gives it some contrast. If you do all gloss, it kind of just flows, but the satin breaks it up. So I liked it. Okay, tint, 20% on the windshield because it was my personal car. If that's too dark for you, take it off, peel it right off. However, I will say it's not as bad as you might think. I can see perfectly fine, and I'm almost blind. I'm like legally blind. I wear glasses, but without my glasses, I can see. I can see perfectly fine out of that. Okay, sides, 5%. All ceramic tint, so it keeps that heat outside of the car. Back window, 5%. And did I mention whole entire car is PPF'd? So it's protected from front to back. Every square inch of that paint is protected. So you can take it on rallies, you can take it on hard drives to a track, and you'll be fine. You won't get rock chips unless you get a really, really, really big rock that hits it. You'll be good. Okay, continuing on. But the second thing that we did after PPF tint was our R1 Motorsport RSR full titanium headers and exhaust. This thing is the loudest, the crispiest, and the most desirable exhaust for the GT3s on the market. It's a $20,000 system directly from them at retail. And if you're wondering, guys, no, I don't get anything. We don't get anything for free, ever. Me for my personal cars or me for the business, doesn't matter. We're a business, they're a business, we pay them for their product. That's how it goes. So I did get a slight discount on that, but it was still close to $20,000. So $20,000 system, and it is well worth the money. If you have a friend or if you have a GT3 and you spent $10K on a system, I guarantee you it does not sound as good as this. So if you want a system that sounds this good, you gotta pay the money. So $20,000 exhaust. Headlights. The first thing your eyes might go to. Some people don't even notice it. Other people are like, damn, like that's crazy. I've never seen that before. And then other people are like, wow, that almost looked so factory that I didn't even notice it was like upgraded. And then they're like, wait a second, I've never seen that before. So these are factory headlights. They are the upgraded headlights. Porsche had 2 different models that you can choose. There's like base model headlights, and then these are the LED matrix system. They're nuts. They're absolutely crazy. So these things come apart in like 50 pieces, each headlight. And they're super delicate. No one wants to touch them because they're $8,000 a piece. And if you screw them up, you got to buy a whole new headlight for $8,000. Full set for 2, $16,000. No one wants to do that. No one wants to do it themselves, and no shops want the liability of doing it. So we, of course, my car, my shop, opened them up, cut them, blade, cut them open, took them apart, painted them white to match the car, sealed them back up. Not a single issue with leaking. These things are guaranteed for life. The paint's never gonna have an issue. This thing the lights will last as long as the car. If the car has 100,000 miles on it in 20 years, the lights will be perfectly fine. All right, so full color matched headlights. Those are the only headlights ever to be color matched on a 992 GT3. Find another one, find me proof, send me the proof, and I'll give you $100. But you're not gonna find another one with color matched headlights. Okay, continuing. We got hood vent bezels, color matched white. Our front air dam, factory textured plastic, color matched in white. Our fog bezels, color matched white. The lip, painted gloss black, as well as the lip extensions on the side. Reflectors with the factory LED strip in there, painted white with obviously a strip showing so you can actually see the LED. Painted gloss black side skirts. Factory Porsche silver metallic door decal. Not factory Porsche silver metallic wing decal that we custom made. Color matched white, I don't even know what you want to call this, oil cap cover because the oil's over here. Back, window, lower plastic, color matched white. Wing mounts, these are metal, and I would much rather powder coat metal than paint, although you could paint. So these were factory powder coated textured black, and now they're powder coated gloss black. Coming back here, we were gonna build the taillights, but they're so thin and there's not really much to paint in there that it almost wasn't worth it. But at one point or another, you might see color matched 992 Porsche taillights because they would look sick, even though there's not much room to paint. But we didn't. Okay, so we did do the emblems. Every single letter on the Porsche emblem back here comes off, painted them white. GT3 emblem, factory, painted white. Not factory painted, factory GT3 emblem, painted white. Lower valance, well, lower back valance, bumper piece, whatever you want to call it, painted gloss white. Reflectors painted gloss white, and so are those little grill pieces, and those were all textured black plastic, except for the reflectors, those were red. Our lower diffuser, painted gloss black. Our lower wing caps, those are normally textured plastic as well, painted gloss white. Wheel, suspension, tire setup. We have HRE 305s and brushed with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, powder coated in-house white to match the paint. Of course, calipers not painted. If you paint your calipers on the car, you are a hack. And I know so many people that do. so many shops that do. So we take them off, we take all the seals out, we powder coat them in an oven. If you powder coated them with all the seals in them, they would get ruined, so we take all them out, we buy new seals, we put them back in after they're powder coated, we re-bleed the system, get them back in the car, and boom, done. Metallic silver Porsche decals on the calipers to match the rest of the decals on the car. And other than that, guys, factory, of course, slotted, drilled, carbon ceramic brakes. Not all the 992s come with the carbon ceramics. This one did. That's why I wanted this one specifically, because it had the carbon roof, had the carbon ceramics, and most importantly, it has the front lift. Suspension-wise, this thing is on factory coilovers, but those factory coilovers are adjustable. So we adjusted them because they don't make aftermarket lowering springs for this. Adjusted them, dropped it as low as they can go. That's about 1 inch lower than factory. So this that you're seeing is 1 inch lower than factory height. Rides almost identical to factory. There's not much change there. And if you are going over a big driveway incline or a bump, you do still have the factory lift. So you just hit that button and the front end comes up. I will show you that, and I'll also show you the exhaust right now. And then front lift. So there you go. It's loud. All right, so interior while we're here. We have an aftermarket by Charisma wheel design. I believe they're called Charisma. They just make factory replacement custom wheels. And we have a leather and matte carbon fiber wheel, direct replacement. All factory, matte carbon, details on the door panels. The interior itself is all black Alcantara and black leather mixed with white stitching. We added in yellow seat belts and a roll cage, all powder coated in gloss white. It is a bolt-in roll cage, so it is not welded. You can remove that if you wanted to, but I don't see why you would, because there's no back seats in these things anyways. It doesn't have the carbon seats, the carbon bucket seats. Why? I specifically wanted these, not carbon bucket seats, because those are super uncomfortable. I was planning on driving this a lot, taking it on rallies and stuff. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm so glad that I didn't get those carbon bucket seats, because they're not very adjustable. They're uncomfortable. They look really, really cool. But at the same time, these you can actually fit to your body and how you sit, and those ones you can't. So although they look good, didn't want them for that reason. So comfort seats, and they are, I believe, like 17 way. They have 17 different adjustability settings. Ambient lighting in the whole car, which is not on at the moment. You can kind of see it under there, but it lights up the footwells. You have one that goes across the dash, and then you have the doors as well, which looks really, really cool at night. One thing about this car specifically that's different from the previous generation, the 991.2s, those don't have the updated interior. For 992, they completely updated the dash, so now it's all digital, except for your one cluster in the center, but your left and your right are all digital. Your center dash, your actual head unit, is completely updated. Super good technology, much better than the previous ones, as well as you actually have a good functioning CarPlay. So you have a bigger screen, better technology, more user-friendly, looks better. I mean, there's no getting better than the 992. The 992 is the most recent, the most updated version of the Porsche, and that is exactly why I wanted it, because I was never a Porsche fan until the 992 came out. The body looks 10 times better than, in my opinion, less bubbly, because the old Porsches look like bubbles. Less bubbly and more modern, and as well as the interior, just much more modern. Now, if you're wondering if it's PDK or manual, guys, it is not manual. Porsche purposely makes the automatic cars shifter look exactly like a manual car, but no, it is PDK automatic, so you don't have to worry about knowing how to drive a manual to drive this thing. You get in it, use your paddles, or you just drive automatic and rip it. Just be safe, please, be careful, because this thing it's fun, but it's dangerous if driven wrong. Let's put it that way. It's a very capable car, but if you are not capable, learn how to drive it before you go balls to the wall. We have hit every single nail on the head here. We have talked about everything on this car. Like I said, not crazy amounts of stuff done to it, but just the right amount. The work that you see here is about $60,000, $50,000 to $60,000 if you were to come to us to have this done on a stock 992 GT3. That includes everything, the paint match, the wheels, the tires, the decals, every single thing. If you took a stock 992 and brought it to us, it would be about $60,000 on top of what you would pay for a factory car. That's bone stock, would be probably around $250 right now in today's market. Like I said, I bought it for $305, so we're in at about $365,000, and we're giving it away to one lucky person. So it's a very valuable vehicle to me because I paid for it, and also market value, very valuable. On top of the check that you'll get if you win, which is $60,000 and covers taxes that will need to be paid on this car. So why aren't we doing cash? Let's talk about that for a split second. We're not doing cash anymore because the cash almost made people think that if you know nothing about Lgnd and you're first seeing a video and we say, hey, you're winning this truck, plus you get to take the cash home. Most people think, hey, that cash is for me to use and blow on whatever I want. Like, cool, I get the truck plus $50,000, and that's what the whole entire giveaway industry's been for like the past 8 years that it's been around. In the past 4 years, specifically, we popped up. We were the first ones, and then after that, it was not the first ones to ever do it. Like I said, 8 years ago, 8080 and Diesel Brothers were like the only Diesel Power Gear were the only people doing it. And then we popped in, and then all of these small companies started popping up. And if they advertise cash, they never mention the fact about taxes. So we used to mention that you need to pay taxes with that cash. That's really what it's meant for, but it wasn't shown or told in every single ad. So now we're trying to really mitigate the amount of questions we get. Hey, like, why aren't you advertising this? You know, we know you have to pay taxes. Why even put the cash in there? I mean, it's really just confusing. And now we're just like, you know what? Screw the cash, no cash on top. Get straight to the point. Don't beat around the bush and offer a check. Not offer, you will get a check for the taxes. And the whole purpose is, guys, that you don't get false hope. So if the winner thought that he was gonna get this cash and just be able to spend it and blow it, that's not the case. You're getting this car, but you're getting it free and clear because you're getting this $60,000 check now. Same thing for the truck. So everything going forward, no more cash involved. It's always you get the car. We're not even gonna advertise that it comes with a check in most places like Facebook ads. So the whole point of that, again, is to make you know that you're winning the car and you get to keep it free and clear without paying out of pocket because you're getting that check for taxes. So again, there's no reason in showing cash on top if the whole point is taxes, because at the end of the day, you're getting it now. But if you have to pay taxes with that money in a year or 2 months, whatever, when tax season rolls around, it's almost like you didn't get it. So we're not doing that anymore. And I assume some people will follow our lead, but that's just how we want to do it. Okay, on top of that, another change for this giveaway is that we're doing $1 equals 1 entry for the whole entire giveaway. And yes, you can enter for free. We also put in the website, we updated our website where it shows no purchase necessary in a few spots. And yes, the whole entire thing is that from the start, you've been able to enter for free. Recently, we've put it in a few more areas. Always, it has been at the bottom of the page, and most people, I mean, I would say at least 90% of our customers, it's not a fact, have seen that. But we wanted to put it in there so that every single person knows that you can enter for free. That is the fact. You can enter for free. How do you enter for free? You have to write a postcard, say why you win it, and then you have to mail it in. You get entries per postcard, but every single one has to be different. But on top of that, guys, the most important thing is that the reason that these things are possible is that we have our customers that actually do buy stuff and they get entered to win automatically. So the people that do purchase things because they like the brand, they like what they get, they're constant customers, they come back over and over, or you just try it for the first time and you really like it and you come back, those are the people that make these things happen. We are able to do these because we have customers. If everybody entered for free, it wouldn't be possible. It would be almost like I need to be a billionaire to be able to just give these people these cars for free, but I don't get anything back from it. So it is a business. We have a ton of people on payroll and we support a lot of lives, and it's also giving back to people that maybe will never own these things and now can from a t-shirt. So if you enter for free, that's fine by me. I just want you guys to know, we have always been the most transparent company in this giveaway industry. And to this point, today, right now, when I'm making this video, there is nothing that I can tell you guys that you don't already know. So you can enter for free. Yes, you're getting a check now. No more cash advertised. You're getting the check for taxes. So really, you're just getting the car. That's all it is. What else am I being transparent about? Not really. No more transparency. That's about it. That's about it. There's nothing else. More things I need to tell you about the giveaway though. Another thing that's really cool about this one is that we're doing insurance, a check for insurance for the first year. So basically $500, assuming $500 a month times 12, you're getting a $6,000 check for the first years of insurance. if your insurance quote comes out to be more than $500, you have an awful driving record. That's just the truth. But in most cases, my insurance on this car is like $300 a month. So if you have anything over 500, I'm sure you can cover the difference on that if it's $50, $100. But yeah, $500 every single month in the lump sum of a $6,000 check for insurance. Because one of the things that I noticed before I even decided to do a car giveaway was that a lot of people were mentioning, oh, what about the maintenance? First of all, this car does not require much maintenance. It's getting its first oil change. It has 12,000 miles on it, if you were wondering. It's getting its first oil change, or second oil change. They only require an oil change every 6,000 miles for the GT3s. Lambos, Ferraris, they're a little bit different. The maintenance is a little expensive. If we do ever do a Ferrari or a Lambo giveaway again, we've done one Ferrari giveaway in the long time ago. But if we ever do another one, we will compensate for any type of expenses that we think might pop up for you in the first year. So we really want to help you out, guys. We're giving you the insurance. There's not really much maintenance, and if there is maintenance, it is covered for the next few thousand miles, so you'll be fine. And then an oil change, if you do need an oil change, guys, it's like a couple $100. These things are not expensive to take care of. Now, just don't go blow it up. That's all I can say. But again, even on that aspect, these things are very strong, reliable motors too. So the odds that you're gonna blow it up or have a problem are slim to none. Just don't blow it up, don't crash it, and make sure it's insured. So GT3, $60,000 check for taxes, $6,000 check for insurance, both the keys and the title to a 992 GT3. This thing is a lot of people's dream cars. It was never really a dream car for me. Lambo and Ferrari were always like my dream cars. But when I got it, guys, it is an amazing feeling, and to be able to get it for almost nothing. If you enter for free and you win off the free one, you got it for nothing. But if you buy something, you got it for a t-shirt, you got it for a lanyard, you got it for a mystery bag, whatever it may be. But you're getting it for either nothing or close to nothing. A $300,000 car with all these modifications. And I'm not even gonna mention the check, because the check you're not actually getting to keep, but you're getting a $300,000 car, okay? So either way, guys, if this is your dream car or you even like it a little bit, I suggest you go get entered, because it is 20 days long from start to finish. The reason that we are doing this video a little bit later than normal, and why you're seeing it a little bit later than normal, is because I shipped this car out to California for Car Week, and that's why you might have seen it a little bit on social media, because a lot of car spotters were out there and they were taking videos and pictures, and they probably posted some. So you might have seen the car before, but it was out there, had it shipped back. The transporter was very, very late, and it got back last night. Yesterday, the giveaway launched. So now Owen behind the camera is gonna go back to the shop, edit this, get this up the day of. That means you have approximately 19 days left from now when we're actually shooting this video. But when you see it, guys, if you are not locked in, and your entries are not in before the 17th, your chance to win a 992 GT3 are gone forever. This is probably the only, for the next year, at least, 992 GT3 that you will see up for grabs. And it's right here. The opportunity is right there, guys. So anyways, lgndsupplyco.com, guys. If you don't trust me by now, there's no more convincing I can do. Most transparent people in the world here, okay? You got me and every single other person in the company. We're all good people. We're not trying to screw anybody. These are legitimate giveaways. We give them away to random people. The drawing is completely random. We don't know the people. They're not family. They're not friends. Somebody's gonna take the keys to this thing home, along with the title. And it can be you, but not if you don't get entered. Click the link in the description, or type it out, lgndsupplyco.com. Get over there before 9/17 and take your chance at this thing.